Hello friends, today we are going to be learning about perimeter. Now we've done area and we started there, and now we're going to talk about perimeter. So our learning target today says, I can find the perimeter when given the side lengths of a polygon. So let's get started. So when I think about perimeter, we are thinking about the outside of a shape. A polygon is any shape that has straight lines and that is, they all connect. They're all closed. Area, when we were learning about area is the amount of square units it takes to fill up a space. So if we wanted to find the area of this rectangle, all we would have to do here is count the tiles. The area of this rectangle would be 6 square units. But we're not worried about area right now. We're thinking about the distance around, the outside of this shape. So we want to know what is the distance around the outside of the shape. And the way I like to think about it is, what if we took this rectangle and counted all the lines like individually? So what if we so what we're going to do, we're going to count all the side lengths. We could flatten them out and straighten them and then measure them. But really, we're going to use addition and counting to help us with this. So if we thought about this, the pink line, I'm going to mark them. That'd be 2 units. So there's 2. And then if we go, let's say we're going to go this green side, there's 3 there. And then we're going to do pink again. There's 2 more units. And then let's do green again. And then there's going to be 3 more on this side length. So our side lengths, we have 3, 3, 2, and 2. Now, if you have grid paper, that's awesome. You can just count around the object, and that's going to be a strategy to use sometimes, but not always. So if we wanted to count around, we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we would know that it's 10 units. The perimeter, the measurement around the rectangle is 10 units long. But if you don't have graph paper or a grid to help you, you can add the side lengths up. So we would just add 3 plus 3. So we have 3 plus 3. And then we have 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 plus 4. Then 6 plus 4 is 10 units. And that could be inches, it could be feet, it could be miles, it could be yards, just whatever your given unit is. And that's going to depend on kind of what the question is asking and what we're wanting to get from that. So let's look at this polygon. It's a shape. We know it's a polygon because it has straight lines and they are all touching, they're all connected. And we're going to count the perimeter. So I'm just going to count this one, since it's kind of a different shape. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the perimeter of that shape would be 12 units. We weren't given a unit, so it was just 12. Now you if you're writing it, it's good for you to mark these down so you can count them. But I always like to kind of start at a easy place, start at the top, and then count around. But you don't want to. You kind of pretend like you're tracing around the shape, so you don't miss any of the sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We didn't miss any of the sides. So the perimeter of that polygon would be 12 units. Now let's go down here to this triangle right here. I'm going to highlight the triangle so you all know where I'm working. Okay, so with the perimeter of this one, even though it's not a rectangle, we know it's a triangle. The perimeter, remember, is the distance around the outside of the shape. So where these lines connect is going to be what our perimeter is. So we're just going to add the side lengths up. So we have 5 inches, 3 inches, and 4 inches. So we're going to do 5 plus 3 plus 4. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 4 equals 12. And we are given inches as our unit. So instead of units, we would say the perimeter is 12 inches. 12 inches. A little trick that helps me remember the difference between area and perimeter. So I have a dog named JoJo, and we have a fenced-in backyard. And JoJo likes to poop on the perimeter. So she poops on the perimeter of the yard, which is kind of gross, but she likes, that's how I remember she poops on the perimeter. That's the outside of the yard. She wants to play in the middle, so she poops in the grass on the perimeter of the yard. So if that helps you, that's great. Let's do one more, and then I'm going to let you all practice some. So we're going to look at this shape right here. Erase this. So we're going to look at this one. Find the distance. There's the perimeter. I'm tracing the perimeter with my highlighter right here. So we're going to add all the side lengths up. You can find the perimeter of any shape with no matter how many side lengths there are, as long as it's a polygon. All the side lengths are straight and they're all connected. So let's just go around. So we have 10. So I'm going to make a list here. So 10, 12. If you want to use a different color to kind of track and make sure you've got it written down, 12. And then we're going to go, there's 3. That's the same length, so I'm going to use that again. 3. Here's a 12. We're going to add them all up. And I had my 10 up there. So all we have to do is just add these up. So I'm going to stack them up. So 2 is 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. And then add my 10s. So we have 40. And we have centimeters here. Centimeters are our unit, so the perimeter is 40 centimeters long for this shape. Again, we're adding up the distances around the outside of our shapes, of our polygons, and we're counting them. If you have grids, you can count. If you don't, you're just going to add them up. So we'll help you all if you need some practice time, but this is a little introduction to perimeter.